Good evening. Welcome to M1's English language news, Hungary Reports. I'm Híradó to today's news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin. Let's get started. The most important objectives for Hungary regarding the future of the EU are reviving the bloc's competitiveness and boosting its security. The Hungarian Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade said in Bratislava after foreign affairs ministers of the V4s and France met. The head of the Hungarian diplomacy said that Central Europeans have done extremely well in these aspects and so are justified in making propositions.
Thanks to our economic policy based on common sense, our economy is growing well above the EU average. And as a result of our firm policy of placing citizens' security first, we have prevented the influx of illegal immigrants into our countries. Therefore, I believe that we are making well-founded suggestions.
The prosecutor's office is requesting a 3-month extension of Hassan F's pre-trial detention. According to the investigating authorities, an extension is the only way to ensure that the Syrian man accused of committing a terrorist act and homicide doesn't flee, hide, or make the investigation more difficult, and also to avoid further offences.
The 27-year-old Hassan F., caught in Hungary on the 22nd of March, is suspected of having committed a terrorist act and homicide. According to the prosecutor's office, the man joined the so-called Islamic State in 2016. Then, as the emir of the terrorist organization, he conducted executions and organized suicide attacks. Information obtained so far indicates that the man was actively involved in killing 20 members of a family in 2016 in Homs, Syria. The IS terrorists killed them because one of the family members refused to join the terrorist organization. Hassan F. also appeared in propaganda videos of the Islamic State at least once. After the terrorist organization's military defeat, the suspect went to Greece, where he received a refugee identity document and an anonymous debit card, which he used for cash withdrawal several times. Using his refugee identity document, Hassan F. could move freely within the EU. In 2018, he turned up in several European countries, including Hungary. Last December, he was arrested at the Liszt Ferenc International Airport because he wanted to help a woman leave Hungary with a travel document issued in the name of a third person. The court sentenced Hassan F. to a suspended term of imprisonment and expelled him from the country. The migrant waiting to be expelled was caught by the Budapest prosecutor's office with the assistance of the operation unit of the Counter-Terrorism Center of the 22nd of March at the guarded asylum reception center in Híradó, and 2 days later the court put him in a 1 month of pre-trial detention. The investigating prosecutor's office has now applied for the extension of this coercive measure. The court will have to decide on the motion no later than the 24th of March.
The European Union must consider whether it's doing the right thing when giving immigrants money on anonymous debit cards, Gergely Gulyás announced. The Vice President of the European Commission, Frans Timmermans, called the program successful at the beginning of the week, despite Hungary arresting Hassan F. recently, a terrorist who received about €500 a month via the migrant debit card program. According to Gergely Gulyás, come May, voters should elect EP representatives who don't support migration, but are against it.
After the arrest of a Syrian man here in Budapest, who is suspected of having committed terrorist attacks, and who may have enjoyed the joys of life with the help of this migrant debit card in Greece, it would be worthwhile for the first Vice President of the Commission, Frans Timmermans, to consider whether the European Union is on the right track when it finances anonymous debit cards.
Pilots of the Szolnok helicopter base participated in a live ammunition training in the Bakony mountain region, learning to use the newly modernized Mi-24 combat helicopters. The aircraft also have night vision capabilities and arrived back from their repairs in Russia 2 weeks ago to Central Europe's largest shooting range.
Training in the Bakony started with the pilot's briefing. Soldiers of the Szolnok helicopter base moved into the training area near Veszprém 2 weeks ago. This is the weapon soldiers use most often in combat. They are used primarily to destroy weakly armored ground assets. They repaired the combat helicopters recently. Every instrument and weapon was switched for newer models. This was the first time the pilots tried the modernized machines with live ammunition. The helicopters received big repairs. These past 2 weeks were the first time this helicopter behind me shot 30mm artillery, the lieutenant colonel said. 4 of the newly renovated helicopters participated in the training. The pilots practiced takeoff and landing, low-altitude flying and hovering. The modernized vehicles play an important role in the government's military power development program called Zrínyi 2026. We are learning the procedures, since there are instruments on board this aircraft that we will also see on the new H-145M multipurpose Airbus helicopters. We will practice with these now so that when we switch, we'll only need a lighter training, the Brigadier General explained. The pilots shot at targets at dusk and later at night using the night vision technology. The training ended Wednesday night at Central Europe's largest shooting range.
Hungarians around the country are preparing for Easter. Stores are full of shoppers looking for ham, eggs and chocolate. And there won't be a shortage of family activities over the holiday weekend either. Parents will be able to choose from countless family-friendly programs, and the weather will also be great for spending some time outdoors.
Some make them, while others prefer to purchase Easter decorations. Craft shops offer decorations with a great variety of colors and design. Vendor sales have multiplied on the markets as well. 3 times as many eggs are sold as usual. Ham cannot be left out from the real festive menu. Customers stood in long queues in front of the butcher shop early in the morning already. Nobody's complaining about the selection. Everything is available, from the fatty to the drier hams and premium quality meat. Experience has shown that most of the customers bought the ingredients for the festive menu on Thursday, but many are expected to go shopping on Saturday as well. We had Easter and the next days in mind as well. It is a long holiday, so we bought a lot of food, this woman said. A lot more confectionery products are sold these days as well. Chocolate bunnies and eggs are attractive to all preparing for Easter. Bunny eggs and everything, because I like chocolate so much, the girl said. 8 organizations are also active. They provide support to those in need all over the country. The organization of the Hungarian Red Cross in Borsodabó, Zemplén County gives help to 150 people in difficult situations. The 10-kilogram packages contain non-perishable food, sweets and ham. The organization is donating more than 600,000 forints, almost 2,000 euros in Borsodabó, Zemplén County.
There's a new inhabitant at the Pécs Zoo. Vadim, the zoo's first wolverine, arrived from Brno through the European Endangered Species Program. And he's already gotten to know his enclosed area, which also has a security system. It's necessary because Vadim is the zoo's most dangerous predator. He has huge paws and claws and is constantly hunting. For anyone who doesn't want to spend Easter at home, visiting the Zalakaros baths is a great idea, where kids won't be left out. There will be activities organized especially for them. There's going to be a slide competition and a sports and music contest. And while they're dry, kids can paint Easter eggs and try handcrafts. Kids' activities are from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day. That's all for today. You can catch Hungary reports after the 11 p.m. Hungarian news and online. Stick around for our other foreign language news broadcasts. Thanks for watching. Good night.